Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Victoria 3, welcome back to our Serbian Principality, and welcome back in 1903, the last 33 years of this very game of our Serbia in this weird world. And yeah, I've been asking you guys, and thanks for the participation in my survey, or just for your opinions, as you wish. Not everybody was super clear, but I feel like I had your go to do it, what had to be done. And yeah, I went into the other countries, and as you see, it has been done. There is no alliance in between Austria and Russia anymore. Weirdly, I had to even end it from the Austrian perspective, since the Russians didn't have the diplomatic options. I don't know where this was coming from. I didn't cancel the trade agreement or anything, or didn't start to expel diplomats or anything like that, since I didn't want to interfere too heavily with the each AI in the end. We could go there, and of course block them off and taking the alliance with Russia immediately. I find this a little bit too cheesy in the end, to be honest, just to like take it like this. So let's see how we're going, and I'm gonna observe the situation. If they realign immediately, maybe I have to do it more substantially. Otherwise, I just hope it goes like this, because I don't want to simulate a complete. I mean, their long-term economic relations, they make sense, and I don't want to crush this for the AI too much. It's like not. I don't want to make it just easy for me. Then I could also like prompt commands to form Yugoslavia or Serbian Empire. So we just solved the solution, and we're also not going to immediately attack Austria right now, since they're getting butchered by the Germans right now for no reason. We all know this, for this weird war about actually I think treaty port over here. Instead, they're getting demolished, but North German Federation is not getting anything out of it. Well, that's the situation. Yeah, we're gonna wait a bit and see how this develops. But as you don't know by now, Austria is alone, at least without Russia at the moment. Maybe this will speed up or intensify the game a little bit. Apart from this, we're gonna go anyways. Let's get going, by the way, and before I have too much disclaimer at the beginning. We have other stuff to think about and take care of, and also the new DLC and the patch is looming on the horizon, as you guys know, since that's where we might get into troubles with the mod version and so forth. That's why I want to push it a bit. Yeah, what I just noticed, the newest thing, apart from, of course, East Andalusia in Britain's hand, what we saw last time, is at the moment this man, Chancellor Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, the US have somehow turned, for whatever reason, they made a parliamentary republic out of it instead of a presidential one, and yeah, he looks absurd in my opinion, since this bullshit coming from still from the power blocks. Yeah, I don't know. Still, I think I've mentioned it for far enough, and I don't want to just rant all the time, but yeah, this power block update in general, power blocks were a good additional baseline idea in my opinion, but why the fuck do they have this like weird outfits here, these things? Why would any leader of the time would run around in these kind of things? Or also these weird codes, come on, what the hell is this supposed to be? Yes, I don't understand what they were thinking with this. Same with the monuments of power blocks, but okay. Anyhow, anti-Ottoman society, military resistance to Jabal Shamara. I mean, it's actually kind of a bad idea for quick. Are they fighting? Military resistance, do they want it immediately? I mean, it costs us money, and of course it would be kind of a... No, they don't even want it. This is not in our interest in this case. That doesn't move us too much, and students rallied for radical movement. Still. Let's go for this one. They can get some attraction. Yeah, I know, guys, as you might have noticed, we're still doing quite a minus at the moment up here. Let's, by the way, check this situation. No new. I mean, they have a truce, right? I hope they're not. They have this investment agreement. I mean, this is that they have so close ties. I hope that they're kind of offended now with the breaking of it. Let's see. Yeah, and we have our... Whoa, why is this escalating more and more? This is crazy. Like, we were just like at such a solid level when we could always raise taxes, as you guys know. But minus 50? This is new. subsidies. 20k subsidies. Wow. Food industry. Are you kidding me? 20k for food industries. Because we wanted to help out with the food syndicate, but yeah, then let's not do that. I thought, how 20k? Holy moly, we don't even have so many. Yeah, and otherwise we wanted to pause the production, right? Where? That's insane where this is coming from. We have, in our land, we have maximum 10 companies, okay. Yeah, really? They dropped immediately. Interesting. Yeah, okay. We're gonna keep observing this, and as I mentioned, it's a couple of times and speed up again, by the way. We're gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna finish these build plan construction line for a bit in the other countries, and then we shall see where we're going with this. In the end, we just wanted to increase actually the dependency upon each other, or their dependency on us. The thing was just simply, this is for rubber tools, right? Yeah, we'll need to import rubber, but let's do it. Elasticity for the textiles mills, yeah, the same here. We don't want to go too hard immediately. Nope, doesn't make too much sense, but we need to import rubber, definitely. From the Brits, of course, and the Russians too. Yeah, Poland might be actually a good partner for to sandwich Austria a bit, if this is a thing at some point. Would like to. I would like to do that. Actually, again for Austria right now. Once they're in their fight. Yeah, once this construction is done, we're gonna pause for a bit and save up some money, or just let our capitalists build by themselves. Is there any chance that we would accept this one right now? Nope. But maybe actually it's a good momentum right now to annex Bulgaria. Yeah, I mean, this is not such a Bulgarian entity. Once again, if you want to check, this is this super mixed country here with complete weird mixed up population. I mean, they do have the... What's better than us, I guess, is still the multiculturalism. But I don't want this actually... Yeah, the world is an uproar, right? We have the fight over here between... So Austria is occupied. I think the moment might be smart actually to do it. Even if we have to fight for it, let's annex quickly Bulgaria. Let's do it, come on. I feel like they're never gonna give in so easily. Yeah, also a mechanic I'm not 100% fond of, to be honest, since... Yeah, they're a vassal, so deeply connected, and sometimes then you have a 10% chance they give in or to accept, and then they would immediately accept without any fighting. They would be absorbed into the state, and now we have to essentially fight a war for a country that we've been, yeah... We all have our issues with I was about to say Crusader Kings, with Victoria, of course. It's not perfect yet, but still we love this game, of course, for other good reasons. And yeah, we're gonna see the diplomatic overhaul, at least to some extent, as far as I know, in the next one. And Iberia. Do we have a constant revolt here, by the way? No, it's Portugal. Okay, they're fighting proletarian. But seems like a surprisingly quiet frontline. Coastal village raided. Yeah. Let's get them a relief package, why not? But it seems like there is a... Okay, now... Okay, the Germans pieced out, apparently. And now the Austrians are getting their will? That's so weird. First they make Wallonia a Okay, Wallonia? This is a weird game, but they're still not going for French Communist Revolt. Okay. They're still not going for German unification, essentially. That's the weirdest part. And let's hope that these dudes are going to perform nicely here and quickly. I don't want to have a too intense war versus the Bulgarians right now. They have line infantry still, that's a good thing. It's like the Austrians, I don't know if it's a AI problem, they seem to have a problem with extending that. Let's hope that we can quickly just annex them without any big problems. Okay, they must have big movement over here. Are they doing still slavery, by the way? Yeah, slave trade in 1903. Oh my god, is this embarrassing, Ottoman Empire? Okay, looks like we can, despite being lost, looks like we're breaking through, and then it shouldn't be too hard of a task. I think we don't have to activate these reserves here, or even any conscripts. And we could form the... I think I'm gonna not form a new power block again. Let's see, maybe we look differently with Bulgaria integrated. Russia invading Great Britain. Okay, what's going on over there? I didn't see this one. Transfer Oman. Is it Russian aggression? Okay. Aceh, humiliate Mesquita, Maldives, Kateri, Bahrain, Schleswig. It's... Oh, I mean, it almost seems plausible. How much fleet? How's the fleet formation of 236? Okay. Sure. How is Russia thinking they could do that? We'll pull this off, but let's see. Great Macedonia train robbery. Let's fund some marshals. Should do fine with this. Yeah, I'm quite happy, to be honest, to get rid of this weird flag bug, I guess, we're having over here. And still nothing happening over here in this front in Portugal. Are they fighting somewhere in Portuguese colonies harder? It looks like it, right? Proletarian market, but here occupied by the Congo. Okay. North German. Oh, that's great. I would love to get into some closer. No, let's do it actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get our defense pact with the North German Federation. Red Scare. Nah, it could be, nah, we don't want to strengthen them. It could happen here. And problematic policing. Serb-Austrian friendship, fellowship, who's in there? Yeah, but it is what it is. We're not gonna be too friendly with them anymore. Communist criminality. Who knew that people would be so barbaric? Yeah, I think so. We're definitely not communist right now. What else? Again, guaranteeing for us. That's good. Let's have a look of the... Yeah, let's really hope that Russia is not doing any shenanigans. Best case, they would do a new alliance. I mean, they have terrible aggressive expansion, actually. The Russians had over 90. So I hope, or it might influence the AI, but I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, let's exile him. Okay, and our constructions here in Sicily and Greece are almost being done. Okay, nice. Bulgaria is done soon, sooner than later. Do we have actually like railways in here? Yeah, sufficiently. Wow, and quite a university. Oh, we could also use some more, so that's actually not bad. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Bulgaria is going to affect our finances. Yeah, now, I mean, at some point, looking not bad, no? Now you can also agree that maybe we would be interested in Bati truck here now. Yeah. One could argue that's very... Are they still the same war here? That's why they're occupying Libya. I mean, we couldn't really go for it right now. Maybe this is something for the future. You're still looking at the population, mostly Turkish, but okay. Anyhow, we annexed here Bulgaria. I think we're gonna also incorporate it here into, of course, and into our main countries. That's what it is. Will cost us a lot. Whew. Let's get through it quickly and see what. How was there? Wasn't there a shortcut to just quickly put everything to the same standard? Damn it, where's this again? I use this too little, the production methods I'm talking about. Wow, minus 90k, that's not good. Let's see, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna smoothen in after a while. I'm pretty sure about that one. And of course, we gotta go for the best available production technologies. As always, let's take our time actually. Foresting Company of Serbia. Oh. Did we look like it looks like as if we inherited some or took over some of the Bulgarian plantations and stuff. Well, let's still keep on misclick, sorry guys. Keep on doing this. We should also probably to enable privatization all over the place. Yeah, definitely. So also a way to get some money in and fight our. Here the right click is reset. Can we do this? But we can't do this for all buildings, right? Or isn't there a button to do that? I keep on forgetting it. Well, one of the big things now is we have access to the Black Sea, which is great, I guess. Let's keep it low here. As you see, there's lots to do. Yeah, I guess now we're the main Slavic, Southern Slavic Balkan, for sure, like visibly the dominator here of the Southern Balkans. But yeah, we want more. We want I guess the Yugoslavian one. To be honest, right now, since I never planned really to include the Bulgarians in our state. I wanted to keep them as a puppet at first, but since it turned out so weirdly, and with the map and the Arts Academy, okay, the map, the flag, and so forth, and their multiculturalism with not so many Bulgarians in there anyways, then it didn't seem to be fitting for me anymore. I want to get the photography event actually, where we get more migration attraction. But is it worth it? Probably not even. Okay, we have to. Oh yeah, we have to cancel actually some, because otherwise it's bad for the efficiency of each one. Then let's kill the forest company of. Or hit it. Yeah. We wanted to establish this one, right? That was the idea, actually. What I was saying about the state construction or state formation, yeah, since this wasn't such a Bulgarian state anyways, I rather opted for this current solution. Which leads me actually to the point, if we manage at some point to get here our hands onto Austria, which still doesn't have any further agreements with Russia right now, as I see. If we'd find a chance for that, I'm not gonna get into the Proletarian Revolt. I would rather probably form Yugoslavia right now, since we have. Oh, does anybody know what Yugo in this case actually mean? Can you? I would have said this is probably guessed like a Greater Slavia or something like this down here for the Slavic people, and since Bulgarians also belong to those, I guess, but even though they weren't part of Yugoslavia in the original one, neither Albania, I guess. Neither are they Slavs. However, I find this maybe the more realistic one at the moment. By the way, we finished and now we still have a minus 40. Boah. Minus 16k interests. How did this escalate so hard recently? I fear we have to reach out for more taxes. Stop subsidizing stuff, I guess, also. Yeah, I guess we have to cut costs to some extent. It's getting out of hand, even if we're not building anymore. Steel mills, railways, iron mines, steel mills. Yeah, iron mines also a bit odd. Let's just check what's possible over here. What did it say? Steel mills. Since when was I subsidizing them? Next revolt here in North Germany. Yeah, that's also so weird that we see this all the time. The Brits, however, managed to land in Schleswig. Are they really trying? Are they managing to get something out of the hands of the Russians? The problem is, I think, with the current AI and the peace-giving situation, that it's really hard for them to get all the war goals through. So a lot of times I see just like white pieces between the AI for like year-long potential wars and waste of resources. Man, we have also here text waste right now. Okay, maybe then I should rather also get going with the government buildings. How we look? One here minimum. Even though that costs us even more for a sec. Are we selling, by the way, Bulgarian buildings? That could be a thing to enhance our gold reserve. Oh, god damn it, we lost some data, I guess, over here from switching the countries. We could also consider actually what are we doing over here in these. Let's integrate them first. I mean, they're pretty small, right? Is Macedonia already part? No, it's 16 years. We're still working on this, okay. Yeah, Bulgaria's gonna be faster than Macedonia, interesting. Where's the southern Serbia? Montenegro, okay. Resting mostly at home. Let's talk about laws for a second. We haven't really checked them out in a long time. There wasn't too much change and I wasn't too unhappy either, so it was good. But over time things change. Private health insurance, some people wanted to see that one. I would like to see public schools actually. That's new that they're coming in, right? And let's try that one. What are we getting currently from the Orthodoxy, birth rate, and authority? Okay, I think we can try something. Not private. Oh, damn it. Oh god, yeah, we can't do it right now. I wanted to go for public schools. That's what I was talking about. Exactly. That's bad. State construction. State construction efficiency is fine. Here we go. New research. Is there something we could do about? Yeah, loan rate minting should be useful. And then central planning. I think we have to catch up a bit over here. Then it's like multilateral alliances, so we could ally with more people and be more flexible, maybe. Interesting stuff. And still no alliance for the Austrians and the Russians again. That's really good to see. Fuck. We wanted to raise the taxes, yes. Then we have to... Oh, whoa, landing in Sweden. The Brits are being active against the Russians. Interesting. Then I have to save up some authority, I guess, which we're gonna do by... What is this? What is Thanksgiving? On Almsgiving? Tax collection. Actually, not bad, right? I wanted to keep, maybe I want to keep that one. Is this too intense what we're doing in terms of assimilation and conversion? Also not right. And I think we're gonna just get these manufacturing things out here and also the agriculture in Albania. just gonna keep the manufacturing in Serbia. And then rather also bring in national values in both states over here. To get a state a little bit more uniform in terms of cultures and religion and so forth. Let's have a quick look how the country or the population looks like at the moment after the integration of the Bulgarians or the Bulgarian mix. Okay, we have Hindu, 5%, interesting. 25% Sunni, that's a crazy mix, and we do have, we're quite multicultural, to be honest. Bulgarians are the 4th group. Wow, Albanians, so many. Albania is such a juicy province in Victoria, we talked already about it. And I was thinking about handing out taxes maybe, but yeah, we simply cannot right now. That's crazy. How many investment pool is also about a massive investment pool. Still growing despite full construction just with... That's insane how much they stashed up from the beginning of the game. Maybe we need communism to just confiscate it to get rid of... solve all of our problems about state finances. Yeah, the interests are not going... It's getting smaller, right? Oh, God. Yeah, but I don't want to kill the vibe too hard here with... Yeah, I mean, this is the integration of Bulgaria mostly. Still, growing wages won't be extremely growing taxes are not necessarily helpful. Yeah, let me know what we should do in your opinion in terms of financial situation. Shall we cut costs somewhere? Shall we increase taxes? What do you think at the moment? Shall we leave it like that and wait for an overall improvement? And who's that again? Nameless country with the same flag as Macedonia and... Nah, Trabzon, okay. Academic assistance. The teachers of our higher institutions of learning have offered to advise the government in the implementation of the new public schools. There are certainly differences between teaching children the fundamentals and the more advanced education offered at our universities. Nevertheless, as architects of the upper floors of this towering structure of knowledge, we believe that the least we can do is provide some insight into how the foundation should be built. Oh yeah, that's helpful, I guess. That's just this one. Should get forward with this one. Cappadocian uprising, okay. Yeah, and I know you guys, I mean, this with this Balkanization that some of you already suggested. New pirate lord, okay, great. It might be a good momentum actually to go against them again. Probably. There must have been a white piece with the Austrians, but Bati Thrakia would be actually really interesting to take. And Libya, maybe transfer them. Maybe we're gonna go for that. Would they have an alliance with Spain, or was this Libya? Just Libya. Okay, then I think it shouldn't be too much of a big deal, actually. Maybe some... But we have other problems, actually. We have financial problems, we have riots. Why would I try to expansion more? Yeah, you guys, my bad influence, or my devil's on my shoulder. I would have been such a peace-loving Serbian happiness, but you guys... just mocking with you. Now they're going for the German unification sooner or later, or it looks like it at least. And yeah, we reached the year 1905 again, so 2 years more years have passed. And again, I hope you liked this very episode. I think we're gonna pause here again and leave you a little bit with this cliffhanger. Last time it was the cliffhanger of dissolving or not the alliance of the Russians and Austrians, and of course I picked the easy way and made it for me such a boring game. Now guys, you wanted it, and I hope you still agree it was a good move. Despite, yeah, let's see when we're gonna go for them. I mean, it's still not a... Yeah, they still have an army which is 20 times the size of ours. Even though they're light infantry and we have trench infantry, it should... Yeah, we've seen that it was kind of easy to walk through Bulgaria, but... Yeah. we shall see how this turns out. I guess we'll still need another partner of the big powers or some other distractive war for Austria going on. We shall see what the future brings, and of course, as always, once again, let me know what you think and your opinions, your ideas, your wishes, suggestions, and so forth down in the comments. I'll reach out also to you others. I know there's some open. I haven't found the time to answer your comments appropriately, so thanks for waiting. I'm gonna be there, no worries. And then, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave me a like and subscription to help me out with my channel, improve it a bit, give me some support, and hopefully at some point I'll be, due to your support, be able to also bring even more content and other different kind of contents that I want to do with the necessary time. So thank you so much for your support. And then, most importantly, see you next time in the next episode. We'll continue with this one. And then have a great one. See you then. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.